Okay, everyone, today we are going to combine the knowledge that we have gained from pressure belts and the Coriolis effect to learn about global winds. Global winds come in several categories. We have the polar easterlies, which occur at the northern and most southern parts of the globe. We have the prevailing westerlies, which occur next to those. And then towards the center of the globe, next to the equator, we have the trade winds. Notice the picture to the right of the screen. This picture indicates the direction of the wind within the easterlies, the westerlies, and the trade winds. Notice that the easterlies blow from the east to the west. The westerlies blow from the west to the east. And trade winds blow towards the same direction throughout the equator. Okay, let's look at these easterlies. Easterly winds blow from east to west between the 60-degree and 90-degree latitudes at the top and at the north and south of the globe. Westerlies are winds that blow from the east to west between the 30-degree and 60-degree latitudes. And trade winds, these blow from east to west between the 0-degree and 30-degree latitude lines. Let's notice these arrows on the screen. The red lines indicate the warm westerly air. The blue lines represent the frigid polar air, and the yellow lines represent our trade winds. Also notice the convection belts on the pressure belts as well. Okay? The red arrows that are circling in the pressure belts indicate warm air, and the blue arrows indicate the cold air. This circulation of air causes wind. Okay, let's look at these polar easterlies. If you look at the map to the right of your screen, you will see some arrows. They are difficult to see, but look closely. They are dotted lines. These dotted lines represent the polar easterlies. These are wind belts that extend from the poles to 60-degree latitudes. They are formed from cold sinking air that moves from the poles, creating cold temperatures. If you're in the path of these winds, it's going to be cold. Now let's notice the next set of arrows. These are the prevailing westerlies. These are wind belts found between the 30-degree and 60-degree latitude lines. They flow towards the poles from the west to east, carrying moist air over the United States. We can blame these winds for all of the rain we're getting this year. Now let's look at these trade winds. Trade winds are winds that blow from 30 degrees almost all the way to the equator. They're called trade winds because of their use by early sailors. Sailors used these trade winds to travel all over the world. Now let's notice the doldrums. You'll notice the doldrums located along the equator. Do you see where it is on this globe? Located along the equator where no winds blow, because the warm rising air creates an area of low pressure. You need to be careful about getting caught in a doldrum. If a sailor gets caught here, it will take forever for them to reach their destination. Horse latitudes. These occur at about every 30 degrees north and south of the equator, where winds are very weak. Notice the horse latitudes to the picture at your right. This is also a very dangerous place for sailors to be caught. Horse latitudes receive their names because oftentimes sailors would throw their horses overboard to save on water in hopes that they would reach their destination. Most of the deserts on Earth are located here because the air is so dry. Now, the last mass movement of air that we are going to discuss is the jet stream. The jet streams are high, narrow belts of high-speed winds that blow in the upper troposphere and lower stratosphere. These jet streams separate large bodies of warm air from cold air. They're very handy when a plane follows a jet stream towards its destination. You can reach your destination quite quickly. However, you do not want to be caught in a plane trying to fly against a jet stream. It will be a bumpy ride.